If you're ready to start producing products and scale your brand, this video right here is gonna give you every single step. So make sure you have a notepad, pen ready to go and start taking notes. That way you can take action as soon as this video is over. First up, you want to choose production method. Choose if you're gonna do pre-order or if your items are gonna be already in-house and ready to ship as soon as you drop, because that is very important to your customer. They do want to know those things. So make sure you are giving them the most up-to-date information on those orders. Moving on to step number 2 is gonna be detail-oriented product pages. You definitely want to give your products as much detail as possible. Like I just said, with production types, you wanna give them details on every single piece of information that you have on your product. You wanna be able to sell that to them with as much possible information as you can. The more information you have on your product, the more reasons you can give someone to buy, the more likely they are to buy it than just like giving them, oh, this is your next t-shirt, like you need to grab it. Like they're not gonna buy that, bro. Like they need to have a reason to buy that. So give them that reason, give them all the details that they want to hear and see. Moving on to number 3 is gonna be your pricing strategy. Ideally, you should be tripling the price of your production costs, although that is not feasible every single time. Sometimes you can do more than triple. It really all depends on your brand and what you're going for, what kind of aesthetic and look you're going for. But with that being said, you also want to be able to account for having to give promotions, any discounts, or whatever the case may be with your product pricing. You want to account in that information before you do your release. So always make sure you think about how much you're gonna discount your products in the future, because that is very, very important whenever you are pricing your products. Next up is gonna be quality assurance. Order a sample for personal review, whether that's getting pictures from your manufacturer and approving it that way, or getting it all the way shipped to you. I've already said in a previous video on how to work with manufacturers, so if you wanna see that, definitely go click it. It's somewhere up here. Definitely get some type of sample, whether it is a photo sample or all the way in hand sample, because you do want to make sure everything is done exactly how you want and your manufacturer is not messing you over. Moving on to step number 5 is gonna be sharing the journey with your audience. You wanna be able to show them from step A to step Z of what, fabrics you're looking at, what your production's looking like from start to finish, whether it's getting cut, whether it's getting a neck tag on it, whether it's one color of the print, whatever the case may be. You want to be able to share that with your audience. Even the shipping updates, whether if your sample's on the way, show them that update. Let them know like, hey, we are working behind the scenes, whether you see it or not. We are working, we're here to show you we're working, and we're gonna get those products to you as quick as possible with quality assured. Next up is gonna be launching promotions, offers, whatever the case may be, to drive that first initial audience to your brand. Whether that's a giveaway for your first drop, whether it's some type of like 15% off for your first drop, whatever the case may be, or even if it's not your first drop and it's your next drop, offer your first 10 people 15% discount code or free shipping on the first 15 orders. Whatever the case may be, offer some type of offer. That way your customers do feel more entitled to buy. Next up is gonna be building anticipation. Make sure you get everyone to sign up to your email and SMS sign up forms on your website that you should have already integrated from the previous video whenever I told you to do that. If you haven't watched that video, you definitely need to watch it. It's very, very important, and there are a lot of notes that need to be taken there. But anyways, yes, make sure you are getting all of that information, the contact information, that way you are able to send emails, SMS, whatever the case may be. Create that urgency, get people to want to buy that product whenever it drops. You do not want people just skipping past your product on drop day because they didn't get alerted beforehand and didn't feel any type of urgency. Always create that urgency before your drop. Number 8 is gonna be inspecting final production. Ensure that the final product that you receive, whether that's your bulk order or your sample order, is exactly to your expectations and there are not flaws. If there are flaws, be sure to share that with your manufacturer and see what they can do to update or to fix them, and see if they can get you new products, or if you'll be stuck with that and get some type of discount on your future orders. If you are stuck with those products, you definitely want to share that with your audience and let them know beforehand, hey, what you're purchasing is a little bit flawed, but I promise you our next drop is gonna be better. Definitely share that with them. They will completely understand, and if they don't, then they don't deserve to rep your brand and be along a part of the process. So once you do get your product in hand, you want to create as much content as possible, whether that is content that's gonna last forever or content that gets deleted within hours. It does not matter. If it creates some type of audience and engagement, then you want to create content and get that audience and engagement. All engagement is good engagement, whether it's good feedback, bad feedback. It is an audience and you definitely need it. Haters make stronger audiences in my experience. So definitely create as much content as you can, even if it's not the best quality content, create content. That's the key. Next up, you want to create some type of schedule and make sure that you're ready to go for your meta ads, your TikTok ads, your emails, your website offers, your whatever that is. Create some type of schedule. That way you can post your content in order and get everything going seamlessly and not just on the fly, because it sucks whenever it's like you're about to, you need to post and you don't have any content ready, or you don't know which one to post, or whenever you're coming up with that caption. It absolutely sucks. So I'm telling you from experience, plan your content out and post it whenever it's supposed to be posted. Create those captions, create those emails, create those ads before you need to have them published. Once you start posting that content and getting it out there, respond with the audience, whether it's good or bad feedback. Like I said, respond to them with whatever you can and get some type of attention, get some type of engagement back with them, because that'll only show those platforms you're posting on that you are engaging with your audience and you want to continue to grow and you're not just posting for your own benefits. Moving on to the next step is super important. You want to align your email and SMS with your social medias, with your website, with whatever that may be. You want to have the same type of aesthetic on all of those. Even though they are separate sources of interactions, you want them to all be similar. That way you're not pushing out 2 different offers at one time or 2 different messages at one time. Or like, you do not want to confuse the customer. You want to make everything as easy and seamless as possible. And that's honestly the best way to do it, is just aligning everything together. Now it's about to be drop day, if it hasn't already been drop day for you, and you want to set up early pre-sale, exclusive pre-sale, whatever you want to call it. Just set up some type of pre-sale for those VIP customers. You want to set up some type of form, like I said before. Get those people to sign up for your emails, your SMS, and be like, hey, since you signed up here, we're giving you 15 minutes early, an hour early, whatever the case may be. You're giving them some type of early pre-sale to your products before everyone else gets them. That way it also creates urgency. That way they think that they're, top dog, exclusive, whatever the case may be. Offer that pre-sale, and I promise you, you will make some type of money before your actual drop time. Now the drop has come and you want to create urgency for the people who are on the fence about purchasing, or maybe not even thinking about purchasing at all. You want to make those people want to purchase and place their order immediately. So to do that, you want to show highlights of other people ordering, whether that's, people posting on their story, like the confirmation, or just like even your live feed on that Shopify. Like, even if people aren't placing orders, show that people are on your website. That alone will create urgency and make people want to get on your website and think that people are purchasing the product. I promise you, I've done this myself and it works. Definitely try to get any type of urgency out there that you can and get people to want to purchase that are on the fence or aren't even thinking about purchasing, because that is potential dollars you could be missing out. So once you do get those orders, whether that's from creating the urgency or people wanting to purchase anyways, you want to have the best shipping rates possible on your end. That way you're either A, saving as much money as possible from giving free shipping out. B, you want to start profiting a little bit from those shipping costs that you're charging. So definitely recommend using Shippo or any other shipping services that you have. I know Shopify does do a pretty good job at discounting shipping rates, but I personally recommend using Shippo. That's what I've been using forever. It is completely free. Although on USPS labels, I'm pretty sure it does still say Shippo on them. Other than that, it is a completely free platform and it is like 70% off of USPS labels. So you can get them very cheaply. It all depends on how you input the dimensions of your product and package and all of that. So next up is gonna be to document your shipping process. Create content, whether you're packing 1 order or 100 orders. Definitely create content around the drop and how it did so good and successful that people are still wanting to order even after, if you have any excess inventory. And if you don't have anything left, then you want to create that urgency for your next drop. People are gonna be sticking around and waiting for that next drop if you have people that purchase on your first one. So definitely create as much content as you can, shipping out those orders, packing those orders, personalizing those orders, whatever the case may be. Create content. Content is key, okay? So get that all done and I promise you, you will have engagement. You will have a whole new audience from that. After that, it's just a rinse and repeat process. Just continue to do what you did for your first drop and continue to improve that. Other than that, that's literally everything that I got for you. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.